Hello. This game is called Graveyard Keeper, if you couldn't tell by right there. There's the name right there. So, I've played this game a little bit. I have like 12-ish hours in it, so I don't fully understand it. There's actually a lot to do in this game. But yeah, I thought it would be a great opportunity to start a single-player series on a game. This is also going to be uncut, just like the Farming Simulator with the boys. Yeah, let's hop into this and see what this game's about. See, there's my other one. It's not the greatest. I have 12 hours and it doesn't feel like I have much done on it. So if you decide to get this game and play it, there's a lot that should be worried about first. I'm not going to be like other people and actually read this stuff. You can do it yourself. It's on screen. Okay, so if you didn't know what was going on, that short cutscene at the beginning, it looked like you were on your way home from getting groceries and you got a call or a text message, I forget which one, I wasn't really paying attention because I already went through it once, and you were in the middle of the road and got hit by a car. So this is like an alternate universe to that, after life after death maybe, but you start out with a chest here, a chest up here, there's a chest down there which we'll get to here in a little bit. You want to don't buy iron parts and iron nails right away because you can get what you need from your cellar or basement. So this is also a chest. And then you get your stone stockpile and wood stockpiles here. Once you get your shovel, you can dig all this stuff up here. These little, what used to be bushes. And then your pickaxe, you can mine the rocks and you can chop wood over here. And as long as you dig the stump up after you chop the tree down, the tree will regrow on its own. The old bushes here do not regrow, and the stones don't come back, at least not down here. This is your main workshop area. So, yeah, let's just move on with this. F. Oh. I was like, why is it not doing it? But I guess he has to be at the bottom of it. With a red eye, singular, not two. Sorry, I clicked through that really quick. It was just talking about Jerry trying to remember what was going on, and him hearing the bell, and he remembers the donkey, and you're trying to figure out what's going on because you actually don't know what is going on around here. So now we need to come down here and speak with this donkey. And you have a friendship point thing with people, I guess. I don't know exactly what that does, really. And that's my phone. You'll probably hear that in the video. Alright. A talking donkey? What is this, Shrek or something? So, anytime you hear that bell ring, the donkey dropped off another body, and it's best to get it down here as soon as possible, because it starts losing its percentage, which is big. A really important thing to do is to get as good of a body as you can. So we gotta put it on the table, autopsy it. Red skulls are bad, white skulls are good. It's the bad things the person did when they were alive and the good things the person did when they were alive. So your goal is to get all white skulls, no red skulls, and no green skulls. Green skulls are the white skulls that got taken away because you waited too long with the body. So right now the only thing we can do is remove the flesh, which he wants us to do that, so we have to do that. Everything in this game takes energy. Hey, we learned how to make stuff. So, taking the flesh took one white skull away, which wasn't a good thing to do. But this being the tutorial of the game, we still have to do it because we have to learn how to do stuff in it. So he wanted us to take it and run up here. This is talking about how you do it, which I'm going to show you real quick. You're going to want to come here, add gravesite. I like to start up at the top and work my way down, just personal preference. Dig it out, go grab the body, put the body in, fill it back in. So something you want to do quickly is unlock the church, because you can get lots of money and you need your faith every week, because faith is important in this game to be used for stuff. And this is just talking about make the graveyard nice. Again, this is just talking about explaining stuff to you that I'm gonna show you over time anyway. So this is your point system. It's a progressive way to upgrade stuff. You get these three types of points: red, green, and yet blue. Let's say yellow. The blue ones are really hard to get, like really hard to get. So you want to save those and only use those on stuff that you absolutely need. The red ones you get for just about everything, and the green ones are for like nature stuff. So, say I take this here out, and it'll give me green points and red points. So if you take all these out, you get, what was it, 1 red, 1 green, I think. But the bishop wants us to get our graveyard quality to 13. Maybe it was 5 or 10 or something like that. I don't remember. You can see your tasks. Unknown NPCs. 5 at the graveyard. Then this is your character with your tools, and one of the other things with the chests around, whatever you have in it, so I can keep these wood repair kits and stone repair kits in here, and I can come and I can repair the stuff with what's in the chest that's near it. So like up there at my, let me clear this out now. Go back to the house and the workshop area and explain it to you with that one. So once I get up here, if I had a furnace and I had coal or whatever fuel in the furnace already, and I had a bunch of iron ore in here, I could use the furnace. I don't put my furnace up here, that's why I'm standing here. I would use the furnace, and it would take the ore out of the chest into the furnace. I wouldn't have to take the ore from the chest myself over to the furnace to be able to use it there. It would just automatically be able to do that, as long as it's in the area that you were using it in. So like at the graveyard, it had the repair kits, and I was able to use one from the chest. It's a really quality of life update that they had after the game shortly came out, I guess. Because I watched videos where people didn't have that option, and that would have just been terrible. And these videos aren't going to be as long as the Farming Simulator ones. Those are about an hour, hour and a half long, because there's a bunch of people, so it just makes things pretty nice. So this is what I mean about you get your pickaxe, you can mine the stones and stuff. I'm cleaning up the workshop area right now because I like to have that all nice and clean already. Need a technology. So that's with the upgrade system. Which one was it? Is it this one? Yeah, you have to get to this one to be able to get those down. Let's see, where is the anvil? The anvil is a really nice one to have early on. See, the smithing's blocked out. These are all blocked out right now. But yeah, if you want to upgrade your graveyards, the gravestones to be really nice, you want to start getting this stuff down here. But I don't see a point in doing that straight away. Because as you see, the blue points are quite expensive in a little bit. Right now they're not so bad, but again, I don't really see a point in that. So, and with the bodies, if you remove the fat and the blood, the blood will take 1 red skull away, and the fat will also take 1 red skull away. So this one's really good to get really early on, so you get really nice bodies to put in your graveyard. So I'm actually going to unlock that. It's one of the first ones I like to get, so that I can make bodies nice to put in the graveyard. Cooking, you can either buy the recipes or you get them from people after doing things for them. I'll get sawing too, why not? Because you need that for a wooden anvil anyway. So now that we have that, where is the crafting menu? Oh yeah, it's this. Duh. So now we have that, we can get our sawhorse. I just throw it there. Increase yard space, it'll give you this space over here. Let me close out of this. It'll give you this space over here where the swamp is at in here right now. So that's why I was over here trying to clear stuff out too, because you eventually will get to that. Stone stockpile you already have. Timber stockpile you already have. You don't need either of those. You shouldn't need any of them. Trunk you already have one, but you can get more if you want. I never really saw a point in it in the 12-ish hours I was playing. So... And some of these things you have to set up yourself. Some of them automatically come out when you go to put it in. Sleeping at night fills up faster than during the day. So if you're low in energy at night, just go ahead and go to bed anyway, and it passes time faster. Lower right corner of the grave. So lower right would be this portion here. So he wants you to get to 5. The easiest thing to do is just clear all these dead bushes out, because they give -1 for each one. So yeah, he wants this guy gone. Need to exhume him. And then if you get a body that you don't like that has like 4 red skulls and 1 white skull, you can always just bring it over here to the river and chuck it in. Jerry doesn't like you doing this though. So Jerry wants a beer from the tavern, which we still need to go there and sell our burial certificate. And the town is not close, or the village is not a close walk from here. These give you bushes, or these give you berries, which are, they're okay. I would recommend getting as many of these flowers as you can, because you can get, at night, you can get moths, and during the day you can get butterflies, which are needed for something. So we can't go in here until the mail sign. This up here is your days of the week. So like on the Sunday there, Sunday, it's the day that the bishop comes to the church. And on the mail symbol day, that's when you can go up to whatever that is. You'll just have to wait and see on that one. So, this is the tavern that Jerry was talking about. So that gets you 2 quests. She wants 1 faith from you, which you can get after you get the church unlocked. He wants paper and ink, which you can get in the basement of the church. Anyway, you'll see after a while here. Yeah, this is the Dead Horse Inn. This is where you can come and sell a lot of different things. Certain things he doesn't buy, you have to go to other places. So, these are always 1 silver, 50 copper, no matter what. I would recommend getting a teleport stone as soon as possible. It teleports you to a few different places. So far, the places I've found are my house, the tavern here, the quarry, which I might be able to get to next week and show you. Then I feel like there was one more. I just can't remember what it was. Lighthouse, maybe? I think it is the lighthouse, actually. So those burial certificates always sell for 1 silver 50. So money can be somewhat difficult to come by early on, too. And then he wants you to go down here and talk to the blacksmith, which is over here. One thing that I learned recently is that when your tools break or get down like the rusty sword did, don't repair them like your shovel and your axe and your pickaxe, because they're only 1 silver each. A whetstone is 10 silver each, where, yeah, it takes a long time to use the whetstone up. Like, that took 5% of the whetstone to repair the sword. But 10 silver is quite expensive. So it would just be best to sell your broken ones and get a new rusty, whatever it is. Alright, how long has this been going on for? 25 minutes. So, I think I'll just finish up my energy. Sleep to save it. I think that saves it. I don't remember. And then go and end this clip, or this video. By the way, if you're needing flowers for stuff, because I know there's one quest where you need bugs. Actually, I don't know if I can get them just yet. Up here somewhere, if I can find it, there is a ton of flowers up in this direction. This is the best place to pick the flowers, as you can see. There's just so many of them. So if you ever need flowers or moths or butterflies, that's the best spot to get them from. It took me a few minutes to find it because I was running around trying to find it for I've never seen this before. That's new to me. It's probably not in the game, but yeah, that's probably the best spot up there to get the flowers, to get moths and butterflies. But yeah, let me know what you think of this game in the comments. I know I don't have a huge following. I never bought his beer, but I'll do it later on. Yep, he just told me about the cellar basement. Now he's giving you all these recipes. So, oh, I'll go show you the basement too quick while I'm thinking about it, because your furnace is going to need some metal parts and nails. And you can just come down here and, well, that didn't give me anything. That snake, he has a lot of quests for you in the future. But clearing these give you metal parts and nails. Like there was some nails and some iron parts, which give you enough to get your furnace. So you don't have to worry about buying any, because they are expensive. I didn't actually show you the price of them at the blacksmith, but if you were smart enough to look, then good for you. If not, you can rewind it and see what the price was. But that should have been enough to get the furnace made, which I don't believe I can do that yet. Oh, I can right there. Yeah, 10 of 4 of the iron parts. And I need some more stone. What is it? 6 more and 2 more flitch. Flitch? Which can be made right here with a log. So I don't have enough energy to chop a tree down, but I need technology for that one. Yeah, I'm out of energy already. But once you chop it down, it'll pop itself out, and you'll get 1 to 4 logs or whatever it is, and it just appears on the ground. You have to pick them up and carry them back to the log storage there. Yeah, this is talking about the white and red skulls that I was telling you about. with needing bodies that have good white. And then here's talking about it in more detail about the green skulls, that because the body deteriorated, and getting your point system for the graveyard. And alright, so let me show you this logs real quick while I'm still here doing this. So that gave me 1. Now if I left this stump here, the tree would not regrow, but if you dig the stump out, the tree will regrow on its own. So you pick them up and you just run it up here and put it into log storage. Now there is a way to get more than one up near the log storage at a time, and that was the donkey, so let me go and do that. So 1 red skull, 2 white skulls. We can extract the blood, which gives us blood, and it turns one of the red skulls into a white skull. Now if we extract the fat, it'll give us another white skull. See, 4 white skulls. Now we take the body and we can go put it in that empty one right here that we threw in the river. So that one has 0 and this one has -1 because of the red skull. So that's why you need good bodies to put in your graveyard. Alright, let me go back up here to these trees and show you the better way to get multiple logs back in your log storage. So you chop the other one down. I'm going to remove the stump too because I want the trees to regrow so that I can get more wood in the future. Pick it up, and then you can just walk into it and push it along the way. If you're really talented, I've seen people push 5 to 6 with carrying one, which I'm not that good, so I haven't even really attempted that. Man, is it night again? I must have been awake throughout most of the night. So, yeah, a lot of the early game stuff for this game is really monotonous and boring. But it becomes a lot more in depth in a little bit. So this was Graveyard Keeper. Tell me in the comments what you thought. I know I don't have many people that watch my videos, but you know, everything helps and I read all comments. So yep, that's where I'm gonna end this.